we believe that we must groom a child in an early stage so that can be a better person in future. So what as an IRC they have done to implement programs that will empower young women.
Actually, we can
Answer.
have I think it was supposed to be 40 minutes, but because of the delays,
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine.
it looks like you're scared of being in engagement.
No, I don't like being in the.
Yeah, straightness. But I'm not a banalize. Tinggal banalize like this.
I know what it is. I know what it is. I'm giving. It is 14 minutes after 2, and you are still on the show This and That. Chabal Comes Radio is the radio that comes to you. And yes, we are live straight from Sunton City. And thank you so much for tuning in. And if you just tuned in, we welcome you so much. It is me, Gracious the Great, together with Austin Ringani. And yes, we have come to the second interview as we have promised from the beginning. Yes, we are having Tsholofelo.
And our apology as well for starting the interview later than what we were supposed to. But I believe that we are going to have a great time, and I believe that many young women out there are going to be inspired by the interview that we are about to have right now. Tsholofelo, welcome to This and That Talk on Chabalcom's Radio.
Hi, I'm thankful that you guys have me here, and I'm looking forward to inspire more girls out there, to be honest.
Wow. And it's an honor for us having you in the studio today.
Same goes to the side.
And you can join into the conversation by calling 074-553-8270 or send us a WhatsApp voice note or text or even a voice call on 067-863-4220. That's when you can get to interact with us. And I'm looking forward to many questions, more especially from you women, as we are still celebrating your month. So you need to be part and parcel of this conversation.
Yeah, just make sure that you are tuned in with us. Yes, as we've said, we've got this beautiful lady. You should see her. Thank you so much.
You said me, eh?
Yes.
I wanted to say that, but I thought,
No, come on, guys, it's Women's Month. Yeah, he should say it. He should say it. Let me hear him say. Let's just keep quiet. Let's just hear him say. Exactly.
I can boldly say that.
We
are having one of the young and beautiful women in the studio.
Thank you so much.
If you don't believe, just go to Chabalcom's Radio YouTube channel, subscribe, and you'll get to watch the interview live as it happens.
Yes. Oh, wow. Thanks. Yeah, we welcome you. And yes, just to start our interview, please tell us, who is Tsholofelo? Okay, Tsholofelo is basically a girl born and raised in Soshanguve, but currently living in Hammanskraal. Tsholofelo is a girl who had a passion in maths. So this is more of something I'll be discussing with you, the listeners, and the radio stuff as well. I'm basically a science kind of a lady, so I'll be speaking more about that.
and that makes me so proud, because when it comes to the science field,
So true.
Not many women who
Not
want
many.
to venture to that.
So true. And this is based on like how we being told,
Yes.
like the perspective that we are being shared from. It might be a peers, a family side, or even teachers as well,
Mm.
telling you that they don't give you that encouragement. So I'm encouraging a lot of ladies out there.
Mm.
You are needed.
Mm.
You definitely are needed in our field, and we're looking forward to having a lot of you guys out there. So I hope this interview will also inspire a lot out there.
I believe
That
so,
can
I
be,
believe so.
yeah.
And your surname, I don't want to
Yeah,
Trust
I've
you
been
me.
avoiding that.
Trust you me, this is a surname that everybody struggled mentioning or pronouncing.
Mm.
So I will tell you a story. So basically, my real surname is Mahobotsha.
Oh, Mahobotsha.
Yes, so that surname was misspelled at Home Affairs.
I can say because many surnames have been misspelled.
And then I'm one of the states.
And that's it's a very common problem.
Yeah, so true. So
It's a very common problem.
yeah, so my surname currently is pronounced Mahobotsha. So it has like a child at the end instead of Shah.
Okay. But anyway, Tsholofelo, I just want you to tell us more. Like it can be a brief description about your. I don't know. If I must call it, it's a town or it's a township. Yeah, more about it. How is it like?
Okay, so Hammarskraal is basically a township. It's similar to Soshanguve or Alex or any other townships that are known out there. So basically, it's a small township. It's still declared as being a rural area where I'm staying.
Mm.
But yeah, it has more diversity, more people that needs to shine out of it.
Mm.
So I would say I'm a resultant of it.
Mm.
So not necessarily everybody would say, "Oh, I'm from Hammarskraal and I've done this and that," because of the limitations that we also have around the town as well.
Yeah,
So-
because I'm asking this question just to let people who are listening from that side to get to understand that from where they are staying, the very same Tsholofelo
Exactly.
reside there.
Mm.
Because many people get to limit their ability
So true.
because of the areas that they are coming.
That's a fact.
Mm.
Like I said, a lot of people or kids out there are discouraged to venture out of it because it's what you know. It's like the limitation that you receive there, it's what you grabs out of it.
Mm.
So it's quite at some point difficult not knowing somebody who has been there and grown out of it.
Mm.
So yeah, being here, I hope they're all listening and can grow out of the township and become more that they know they can be.
Wow.
So-
Wow.
So you are a data analyst, right?
Yes, I
By
am.
profession.
So true. Professionally, yes, guys, I am a data analyst. Hence why I said I'm a science lady. And like I said, more women are needed. Guys, as you know, like currently I will tell you a fact. Currently where I'm at the company, I'm actually the only woman.
Is it?
Yeah, in the company. So
Oh wow.
yeah, when I say more women are needed, I mean it. So it's quite
That's a
tough.
milestone, eh?
It is. And it's quite it's different. Yeah, and especially when you're working with like people out of your gender as well. It's like how the level of communication as well is different. Because mind you, guys will come with that perspective of like you're a woman. This is how I should treat you, like not per se as fully as a peer as well. So that becomes a problem of outshining or saying, hey, I can do what you all are doing. So yeah, that's what I'm experiencing at the moment.
Oh, okay. Someone could just be saying that we just know about the name data analyst, analyst or analysis, but we don't know in detail what they do. Please do talk to us.
I'll give you guys a brief explanation. So this is the question I get every single time when somebody asks.
Like even myself, I just know that there are people who are working as data analysts,
But not sure what's happening.
Their job entails.
I totally understand. So basically, in brief, that's what I tell people. Like I analyze data. So in data, I would say, imagine when you buy something and then that's been saved in the store, like the store that your items have been saved. So that form of a receipt, basically that's your data, right?
Oh, okay.
Yes. So you have information already. Information is data, right? So what I do, we take that data and we tell stories about your receipts. We can tell that, oh, this person likes to buy milk. Oh, this person likes fruit more than meat. So basically that's what we do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. I don't know how many minutes left to the news.
Oh,
7 minutes.
Oh no,
okay.
Yes, because I don't have a time where.
Yes.
But anyway, continuing with the interview, what I want to know, Tsholofelo, is that you are involved in a program
Yes.
around your community.
Yes.
Tell us more about that program. What is it all about?
Okay, so I started a tutoring program when I was still in high school, mind you. So it didn't start as a program per se because I started as tutoring kids, like people who needed help in maths and science. Like I said, I love science and I love helping as well. So hence the tutoring program. So that started when I was still living in Soshanguve. So we moved, like I said, I'm currently in Hammerskwal. So then I started the program in Hammerskwal. So helping matriculants, even though I'm here working, I still go back home and assist the kids with their maths and science.
Wow.
And not only do I do with the tutoring as well, but I also help out with food. Because reality is that a lot of kids out there don't have enough, to be honest. Not every parent can give their kids money to buy food. And my program is external, so it's like outside the school. So I tend to buy kids food so that they can learn more easier without an empty stomach. So being here, if everybody who's listening and everybody's a sponsor, please help out Mugdilati High School and Bukamoso as well. For if you know any people, there are 2 schools that are in need of more tutors, more sponsors in terms of food. So I would love to help on it. To be honest,
That's very, very, very bold and brave what you are
Exactly.
doing. Like where you don't only just assist in tutoring, but
you
also
even give away
giving
food.
them food. Because for them to focus,
they need to eat.
They need to eat.
And something.
And it's a fact. That's something that I've also noticed because I used to ask kids like, why did you attend the program? Because it's free. I'm not charging anyone. Like I do it because I love it. And then like because sometimes we come there early and leave late with an empty stomach, so we can't. So that gave me an idea that okay, this is something that I need also to close the gap.
But the part where you get to buy them food, how do you work around that? Because looking at the economic situation, it's very
difficult. I know.
about it.
To be honest, it wasn't easy. But thankful for the teachers as well, I would say, and the principal that are currently there. They like, okay, this is how much we can offer the kids because I did pitch out to them first before I started giving out as well. So I was like, they were like, okay, we know your idea, but this is how much I'm willing to give. So and I was like, okay, I will close that gap for you guys. I would love to meet you halfway as long as it's a little bit that I can give away. I'm happy to do it. So yeah,
I think right now we are having a president woman in the making.
Woo!
Exactly.
I'm taking it.
Yeah,
Thank you so
she
much.
can be one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, no, thank you so much.
So please do tell us what motivated you to embark into such a program.
Oh my word. So this started from a personal kind of a level. Like obviously growing up in such township which is limited with a lot of things. Like one thing we've noticed, like as kids we wanna learn. We wanna be better than we already are. But we don't have such resources because everything you pay for it.
Yeah.
So we only just needed that one person who will be willing to like, hey, I can help you. You don't need to give me anything. I will help you lift you where you wanna be. So I would say that's how it started for me to say like, I'm not stopping.
Yeah.
I need to go on.
She has humility, you know.
Thank you so much.
She's something else.
Yeah, she's something else. You
it's
know, when you
very-
say she's
Not about herself or her family only, but to think even about those who are outside her closet.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Who looks at the community and see
the
fellow,
need.
fellow young women, fellow young men who need some sort of assistance. Who does that?
And for free.
Imagine.
Wow.
It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. It's the heart, the patient, and the willingness to do it actually. Because also this is not only I should do it, but give somebody a motivation to also do it, you know. Like if I'm doing it, I want to produce like a similar person who's like, okay, I did have a tweet, I did have a mentor, I did have somebody who came back to us and did this. And if I could get such a result from just one, this will be amazing. Like it's gonna be a loop going forward.
Yeah, we will be continuing with Tsholofelo Mahobotsha.
Yes. You pronounced it perfectly well.
After the news headlines with Bianca Lilaka, we are continuing with the interview.
Welcome back. My name is Bianca Lelaga, OUTA, to demonstrate at Gauteng Health to demand real action against those implicated by slain Babita Joe Karen. Government condemns prevention of migrants from accessing Kalafon Hospital in Pretoria. For more news, stay tuned.
Yeah, it is 2:30 exactly. Those were the news headlines with Bianca Lilaka. Just wait for exactly 3 o'clock so that you can be coming back with the full bulletin. That's Welcomes Radio is the radio that is coming to you, and this and that is the show. I'm not alone. I'm with Austin Ringani, and yes, we are having, as I've said, the beautiful lady with us. She's a data analyst by profession. She has been helping out in the community by tutoring and making sure that people eat, some things are things that are so rare to find in these times that we are living in. People are just looking at themselves. So they're just looking at themselves, they don't care. But she's such an inspiring woman. She is.
Yeah, like we really need women like Tsholofelo. And the current state of the country, we really need women like her. But anyway, Tsholofelo, you mentioned that the kind of the township Hammanskraal is.
Yes.
But when you are doing those kind of programs, what is the response from the community?
Oh, to be honest, that's big. Like I've noticed how people were really in need of such an assistant because the first response, the positive response that I got was from the principal. I was like, wow, you motivated our learners to actually come to school. You motivated them to get a beautiful result at the end. And the teachers were like, wow, you making our work more easier as well, because I don't have to start all over again when it comes to making a learner understand. And the parents as well. To be honest, the parents were like, yeah, this is something that I never thought that my child will be willing to say, it's weekend, I need to go to school and learn.
Yes.
Because everything is provided, something that was not of a need. So yeah, I had received positive response from the community. I
You
would
know,
like.
that's the part that
Yeah.
makes me so happy.
Yes.
Because in order to deal with this kind of realities that, more especially the social ills that
So
the
true.
youngsters are going through,
So true.
we need a proactive kind of community.
So true.
Yeah.
Hence why I don't know if but I'm gonna say it a bit earlier anyways. Is hence why also I started with doing a career awareness at the school. So mind you can motivate a child to such an extent, but if they could see a live resultant of what you say, it makes it perfect.
Wow.
Because now you get to tell them, oh, you can be a data analyst, and they were like, oh, what's that? What do you mean? And I'll be like, this is me. I'm proof that it can happen.
Yes.
You can be out there as a resultant of coming out of such a township. You can go out there as well.
And what we need now, I believe, is that we need those kind of positive role models. And when they look at you,
So true.
they see hope. That
Definitely.
if she's the data analyst, I can do I can do it also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a motivation.
So true. Imagine it's even out of the normal careers that we know. Like not all the kids know about such careers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of advanced careers out there in science. And telling a child or showing them that here you go, here are some proof that there are varieties and where is it? Mentors coming as well. Yeah, with similar career trees and
because you know, I grew up during those times whereby when it comes to career awareness, the activities were very limited.
So
you will go to the career kind of exhibition, but the information that you will get that in that space, it was so limited.
it was.
We grew up not knowing that there are a lot of career choices that one can choose
So
from.
true.
We just focus on maybe when I happen to finish matric, I'm going to do this. It was more like I'd rather be a doctor.
Yep.
I'd rather be
A teacher.
an electrical engineer,
Yeah.
a teacher, or a nurse.
A nurse.
That was so limited.
Yeah.
But when you, now that we are having a lot of ways of finding information, man,
There are a lot. Hence why encouraging kids, like I think that's where the kids get discouraged when it comes to taking the science subjects. They're like, I'm gonna take it to just be a nurse. Like it doesn't end there.
Yes.
It honestly doesn't end there. And showing them that it's more diverse. There's more that you can get out of it. Because a lot of kids just be discouraged because of this. Like, oh, I'm limited with my career choice. What's the need of me going further? But yeah, having that awareness and showing them that hey, there's more. And then yeah. So it'll be amazing to also have people out there to also do the same. To other schools, to other learners as well. Like, hey, let's start a chain now.
Yeah, I believe so.
Exactly.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a beautiful day. On the 31st of August 2022, we are still seated together with Tsholofelo, and you know, as she's an inspiration, she's so beautiful, and the info that she's giving unto us, it's something that is very much helpful, and we appreciate her so much for taking her time just to give out to the community. You know, people just sometimes they just wait for the 67 minutes of
Mandela Day.
Just do such things. But
Oh.
you just take your time any day. Oh, thank you so much, Titi.
I
you're
think we need to
welcome.
adopt that strategy that is being used in Rwanda.
Mm.
Remember that there is that day in each and every month whereby all the people around all the communities they just have to go. They have to go out there and do something for.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. It shouldn't be like a once in a year kind of a thing. Like
Yeah.
once a month. Doesn't take a lot. Make a schedule for you to go there and give out.
Yes, you can just go and clean maybe a certain street.
Exactly.
You can go to a certain maybe crash and help them out with something.
Small
Once a
things
month,
matter.
that
Thank
could
you.
make a very huge difference.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's true. That's
Thank
true.
you. And you're also giving the people that you're helping out a encouragement of like, oh, at least somebody's seeing that we're doing something and is willing to help to such an extent. That's all they need. Like I think that's what's happening with the tutoring program. It's like the teachers are like, wow, you bringing up a gap that we weren't aware of, and that gave them a motivation to also do more for their kids as well.
Wow.
So it's not a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, that's so beautiful. And
Thank you so
please
much.
do tell us about the challenges that you encounter, most especially when you are running these programs.
Ooh, yeah. That's a lot. So basically, it depends on like the venue as well, the food as well. Like I said, I could filter the gap at a certain point, but I wish I could do this every week. But I can't because of such limitation, because I'm also coming at a point where I'm from an external point of view. So I think that is also a challenge I would have, and motivating the kids as well, because I feel like I'm alone and I need more help. So hence doing the career day for the kids, I feel like that will bring up the gap that I needed to close a very long time ago. Because some kids don't come, they're like, here's another problem. You get it? But having a lot of people that they can see that are doing like similar careers out of science, that will also motivate them to come for the program as well.
Very true.
So yeah, it's I would say it's my weekly challenges every time I'm with the kids. Yeah.
So sad, eh?
Yeah, it is.
And you mentioned that you also help to arrange some career kind of exhibition.
Yes.
Have you arranged one this year?
Yes. So this year, we're gonna arrange one I have arranged one in September, but that's during the first week of the closing school days, because I don't want to interfere also with the programs that I have going on with the kids and the program that they currently have already.
You know why I'm asking this?
Yeah.
I think we would love to be part of that activity, like the day in which you are having the career exhibition. I think we can come as a radio station just to come and broadcast the good deeds that you are doing to the community. Because remember, we were supposed to have attended another yeah, but due to communication, we ended not
being there.
But let's make this to be our commitment.
Yeah.
That just give us the date.
We'll definitely do the
time
and
we'll work around that so that we definitely come and attend the event, because to us it's what we need as a country.
So true.
Yes, and also give us all the information that you have, so that we can able to even help in getting some of the people to come and be part of the career exhibitions, because we do have a lot of professional people who we interact with daily. So some can love to be part and parcel of that.
No problem. We'll definitely give out the details once the date has been set. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of careers that are out there.
Like the first person that I
oh.
can think can make it to the exhibition,
Mhm.
like the CEO of the station.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
it's in a broadcasting space, so
Right.
it's a very experienced gentleman when it comes to broadcasting
Exactly.
industry. So he can come and share his experience and knowledge with regard to
That
broadcasting.
will be
Yes.
amazing.
Mm.
That will be amazing. That's what we need. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I'm not sure about the time now.
Yeah, it is about 2:43 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
As we wrap up the interview, though we would have loved to be like an hour kind of interview, but due to the activities that we are involved in today, we couldn't start according exactly at 5 minutes after 2.
That's right.
But as we close the interview, I would say that I've met someone who is visionary.
Thank you so much.
who
Mm,
is full of positivity,
mm,
who looks at things in a very positive kind of approach,
mm,
who is there when it comes to her community.
mm.
As a young woman, as Tsholofelo, right now, what when you look at the future in terms of the programs that you are giving out to the community, what is it that you want to achieve? That the thing that you just sit one day and say that being done this, I have
I've
fulfilled
done
my
yeah.
yes, yeah.
Okay. Like I said before, something that could make me feel like, wow, I've done it, is having a lot of people such as myself that can literally, out of their professional space, out of everything that you have achieved, go out there and help out somebody produce another self of, make a copy of yourself in such a way. Like, this is like helping one another. Ubuntu is something that we have been brought up with. Might as well practice it.
Yes.
So I'll be like, yeah, I have seen it and I've done it. If I could be able to have learners that I'm currently tutoring that can still go back and do the same that I'm doing to other schools. And imagine this reflecting nationally. That will be amazing. So yeah.
What can you say? I wanted to say she's a legend already.
She's
She is.
She's among
She is there.
Wow,
guys. She is.
Oh,
because the word legend sometimes we misuse it. We tend to think that we elevate someone to a level to that legend status because that person's involved in music kind of or a sport or any sporting code, but even
so true.
people who are helping in building the country,
Exactly.
they need to be
Yep.
elevated to such a status.
That's so true. Like, that's all we need.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Tsulu.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you so
me.
much, my darling.
I enjoyed my interview. I won't lie, and I'm happy that I was given this platform to also spread out the word. And hopefully, I hope somebody who's listening out there can do something similar that I am doing.
And
So-
while you are on that issue, do you have any contacts that you can give out for those who want to donate?
To be involved.
Yes,
So currently I don't have, like I said, it's something that I do voluntarily. So people just get a hold of me personally out of my cell phone. So it's 076-574-3010. If you're out there and willing to help other kids as well, please contact me now. I wouldn't mind. That will be super helpful.
you can also you can repeat the number again. I
Okay.
do have the number.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So it's 076-574-3010. Thank
wow.
you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tsholofelo, for your
you.
time, and I believe that you did inspire
Thank you so much.
many
I hope I
young
did.
women and even older ones who want to help in building their
Exactly.
communities.
Exactly.
And
Ubuntu
also-
doesn't age, guys.
And also, when you do have something, maybe a sort of programs that you want to run in the near future,
Exactly.
please feel free to contact us
We'll definitely
so that we
do
can
that.
able to let our listeners to be aware of such activities.
Okay, we'll definitely do that. I will
Yes.
certainly.
But thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed my interview.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Tsholofelo, and yes, she's a beautiful woman who has been tutoring, as we have all heard. It's about 2:48 p.m. and yes, it's about time when we're supposed to be saying goodbye. You know what? But today, as you know, that we had 2 interviews, we had a lot of questions that were coming from the interview that we had with Mahobotsha Bingakane. And yes, we are going to be playing all those voice notes, answering all the questions that were being asked by our listeners at home. And thank you so much for tuning in and making time just to be here. And yes, it's about 2:49, and we are making time for the afternoon drive with Sakane. You know that he's gonna be driving you home safely. You know he loves you and he's a sober driver. I know that. So let's just make sure that we tuned in and you don't go anywhere, because Sakane is coming with the CIA afternoon drive, and just make sure that after that you listen to the gospel show that is coming with Ntwanano from 6 to 9, and exactly at 3 o'clock we're going to be having Bianca's going to be coming with the full bulletin. Yes, and AJ Gordon is going to be winding down, the king of the winding down, the Jiginator himself. And thank you so much for tuning in. This and that is the show. Chabalcom's Radio is the radio that comes to you, and we are coming to you live from Centum. Thank you so much.
Or before we close it up, let's give them those two classics. It will be our closing songs today.
Yeah.
Or do you still have people on?
Yes, I wanted to play the voice note that answering all the questions that were asked.
No, that's fine.
Okay. So which one do we do?
No, let's continue with the voice note.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
From the society. Some women, they are being raped, but they are afraid to come out and say, I have been raped by so and so, because you find that person is a pastor in the church.
Yeah, they're off.
And people won't believe him. You say, Pastor so and so raped me, they won't believe him. My uncle raped me, nobody believed me. I told my mother, my stepfather raped me, they don't believe me. And also, the system, if you go to these cases, the departments where there is who are dealing with social crimes of women and children, a lot is being a detective, Mr. So-and-so. We need to be women who would understand and not shame the perpetrator, and understand the case, and also to give them psychological upliftment, psychological support, so that people can see that there's nothing wrong with me. I'm being raped, but there's something wrong with the one who raped me. And also the people, the perpetrators, they are also not well in the head. That's why we advocate for mental awareness. It's one. These social ills are all linked. They are all linked because it stems from mental awareness. You find that because the child was raised in a society where his father was abusing his mother. He thinks it's okay to take your woman and it's okay to do as to rape others. They feel pleasure in raping. So those people are not normal.
That was so nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Captain Ishmael, this human trafficking is a multi-billion industry. And it goes even high up to the echelon of society. You find people